What's up, Painless Flipping podcast listeners? Before we dive into today's episode, I've got something special for you. Recently, I had the pleasure of joining an amazing podcast, and I wanted to share that conversation with you all. It's a fantastic discussion you won't want to miss. So without further ado, let's jump into that crossover episode and hear what we had to say. Enjoy.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another episode of the Discovering Multifamily podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Anthony Scandariato with Red Knight Properties. And today we have a special guest here with us, Nathan Payne with Investor Thrive. And we're pretty excited to have him here today. He's been around for a while. He's got a wealth of knowledge and just excited. So tell everybody what you're about, Nathan.
Yeah, thanks for having me on here. I appreciate it. So I mainly got started into real estate as a wholesaler, right? But you know how that is. When people start wholesaling, they kind of venture, as they level up, they venture into other, skill sets, right? So kind of like where you're at, I'm assuming like what you brought up multifamily, I'm trying to do multifamily deals, trying to continue to do wholesale deals that do not work for me. So that's kind of about me and real estate. I just always looking for an opportunity. And if it doesn't work for me to take down, I assign it to somebody that probably be a better fit for.
Can you explain what wholesaling is for the audience?
Yeah, of course. So wholesaling, essentially all it is you find a deal with the seller and you sign a contract with them that you're going to purchase their home. And instead of you having to close on it, you assign your rights to the contract to an end buyer, someone else, for a fee. So if I have a house for $100,000 and I'm about to flip it or buy it, but I have a friend or a colleague or whatever that wants to buy it from me and they'll pay $120,000, I can assign my $100,000 contract to them for $20,000 and they'll end up paying $120,000, giving me $20,000 and then the seller $100,000.
So let's dig into wholesaling a little bit because we haven't had that many on our channel here. As you mentioned, we're talking mostly about multifamily, but everything real estate. For the wholesaling, what asset class in real estate are you particularly dealing with?
Mainly single family homes, but I am actually trying to wholesale a multi-unit right now. So eightplex.
Okay. And for the single family homes, I guess for my audience listening to this, to me, the wholesaling, it kind of acting as a middleman, right?
100%. That's all it is.
So you're not a broker. Do you need a real estate license for this? But you're kind of acting similarly.
Yeah. That's what it can be a little bit in the gray, and that's why a lot of real estate agents are a little bit like annoyed with wholesalers, right? Because they don't need a license. You can be a flipper, and if you don't want to flip the house, you can assign it to someone for a fee. So it's just assigning paper. Yeah. So essentially, yes, you are a middleman. Yeah.
So how are you targeting I'm assuming you're looking for motivated sellers.
That's right.
In a certain price range because real estate agents are calling on sellers all day.
Right.
Why would they sell to a wholesaler and client? They don't even know who the end client is versus listing it with the broker and going through the whole rigmarole.
100%. Yeah. So the reason is they have an issue that they need to get taken care of quickly. It's either, why would anyone sell at a discount, right? Well, convenience, speed, and ease. That's it. So if you're talking to a seller who is like, hey, I don't like agents, my last couple experiences have been really bad. I just want to sell it as is, get it done quickly. And I'm willing to take a hit because I want the ease and speed, right? It's like selling your car to a dealership. You're going to get more if you sell your car yourself, but some people don't have the time or the energy or they don't care, right? That's what we're like a niche part of the market, right? So I even tell people, I'm like, hey, your house is in great condition. Sounds like you have a lot of time on your hands. Don't sell to an investor. They're not going to get you what you want. You need to list this with a real estate agent. So very transparent my sales process because you're never going to convince anyone to sell their home at a discount unless they need a service, right?
Sure. And is there a specific market that Investor Thrive targets that you're able to find a good amount of leads for these types of situations?
Yeah, so I actually am able to do the wholesaling nationwide because I have a process where I know where all the cash buyers are. So if I come across if I'm marketing to a list of pre-foreclosures, for example, and I'm just saying, hey, I can buy your house quickly, I'll make them an offer, and then I'll have an end buyer already that is interested. Now, nationwide, it's a little bit more difficult because if you're just shooting all over trying to find deals, then it's a little harder to have buyers in your back pocket. But I specifically focus in Salt Lake City, Utah. So I know who's buying and what their criteria is. So if I see a deal or I find one, I already kind of know who's buying it.
Hmm. And so you have your list of obviously sellers and buyers. And um, how are you? Is there certain services that you use to get these lists of homeowners that maybe you look for, they have no debt on the property, or you even, if you're specific to a market like Salt Lake, you even drive around and see,
Right.
hey, when was the last time the grass was cut at this property? It looks completely overgrown. They might be
Exactly.
on, their last leg. It might be a good opportunity.
Yeah,
As
exactly.
bad as that sounds, but
Yeah, no, exactly.
yeah.
Batch leads and prop stream. They have a bunch of different services and softwares for our type of industry that are looking to drive for dollars, is what you're essentially when you're looking for homes that maybe look distressed, and then you market and then you reach out to that homeowner and say, hey, I'm buying in this area. Are you considering selling? It's as simple as that. Like, there's no tactics that you can convince someone like that hasn't been thinking about selling to sell. It's usually you're trying to find the people who are selling and then give them an offer.
Yeah. Do you usually, whether it's you or your team, visit the properties before you put it under agreement?
No, because I've learned the process of how to do deals nationwide where I didn't ever have to go see the property. We will tell the seller, hey, look, if you can send us some pictures of the property, we can kind of get a good idea of what the work needs to be done. And during our due diligence period, after we sign the agreement, that's when we're going to be able to go in, send our business partners through. They're going to, we work with to verify the condition. So it's a waste of time, in my opinion, to just go to a house that isn't under contract, because you go out there, you spend your time, you send someone out there and they don't sign with you. I mean, you just wasted all your time.
Waste of time. Yeah. And for people looking to get into real estate, they might not be in the industry or have no experience, but maybe they want to do some part-time work, learn how to do a couple deals like that. Do you offer any training services, or how does
Yeah,
that
of
look?
course. Yeah, so Investor Thrive actually is my coaching business. It shows people how to get deals, their first or next deal, and actually provide everything in that program. Buyers list, leads. I give out the whole smorgasbord because I know how hard it is to figure out the business on your own, especially like there's mentorships that are so expensive that like kind of almost financially cripple people that are like just trying to get in, trying to see if this is something they want. So what I provide is like a month-to-month service that just gives you everything in the community for support so you can learn it. And if you don't like it, get out of there, right?
Sure. And is there the ability to, through your service, if you sign up, partner on specific deals that maybe
Yep.
they don't have the buyer, but they found the seller and they reach out to you in your network and you kind of collaborate together?
100%. Yeah. So it's called joint venturing in our industry, JVing. And exactly 100%. I'm doing 3 of them right now with people in my community. One guy had a deal at the house is listed for sale by owner in Columbia, South Carolina for $340 for sale by owner. He offered $275, brought it to me because he couldn't find any buyers. And I said, hey man, you're way over. The buyer that I have in the area is offering 200,000. You're 75K above where it needs to be. And that's what happens a lot of times with new people. They'll make an offer and they just don't know. But he renegotiated it and got it down to 280. So it's about a $20,000 wholesale fee because we got it to 180 with the seller, 200 with the buyer, and we're assigning it to them. And because he's a part of my program, instead of a 50-50 split, which I normally do, I give him 60% and I take 40. Because for me, it's not about the dough. It's about like getting people started and rolling. And then you know how that more opportunities come from that.
Sure.
Right.
Sure. How many, I guess, individuals are in your program right now?
So I run everything out through a Discord program. If you know what Discord is, the
Yes.
server. So there's about like 500 people that are in the Discord for, in general, but in the program itself, it's like 60 people currently, because it is paid. So I'd let people in for free in the general area to chat. And then, there's 60 at the moment. Yeah.
Is there an application process to be, an active member, or is it a matter of, signing up, obviously paying and then, just being active and learning everything
sign up. Just sign up. I want everyone. See, the reason why I started something like so affordable, in my opinion, it's very affordable for this community, for this industry, is because when I got started, the journey to understanding wholesaling and then progressing, it's a long one. It's not easy, especially right now with the market. So I'm just trying to give you everything you need to succeed. And you just sign up. There's really no application. If you wanted to work on with you, I'm assuming you do one-on-one mentorships or meet like that. That is the application. Like we got to make sure it's the right fit. But this one is just a community that has the resources and the trainings weekly. So that's just sign up and we'd love to work with you.
Definitely. I love it. So how can my audience reach out to you, learn more about you, and connect with you?
Yeah, so I'm on every social media platform under Nathan Payne. If you go to YouTube, I have a YouTube channel, Nathan Payne. I have a Facebook group. It's called Painless Wholesaling Group because that's what I think the way I do wholesaling is very painless. It can be painful if you do it, just try to figure it out yourself, but I try to put it all out there and make it painless. So Painless Wholesaling Group. And then just Instagram, Nathan Payne, just reach out. Oh yeah, investorthrive.com is also the website where people can reach out to me. But yeah, I make myself super available. If you DM me, I'm willing to chat. Again, it's a difficult industry. A lot of people see the gurus, they see the people and they talk about it like it's easy. It's not that easy. Some people get lucky and get a big deal, but it's not always like that. So I'm trying to lower the barrier, help people out.
Very interesting. Well, definitely appreciate your time, Nathan, and look forward to talking to you again soon. And for my audience, if you liked what you heard and or saw today, please give us a rating and review on iTunes. We really appreciate it. And we'll also have a link to everything that Nathan just described, his Instagram, his website, etc., in our social media as well as on iTunes. So feel free to connect with him. And thanks again.
Thank you.